Hello there. It's me, Rob Scotlan, or as some of you might call me, Teacher Rob Scotlan. It's March 16th, 2020, and I think we all know what that means. I'm here with my co-pilot, Chewbacca, and my good friend, Clay Thompson. Hey Clay. To share with you Teacher Rob Scotlan's top 10 books he has at home that are probably school appropriate. Ready? Book number 10. Rich or Scary, Cars and Trucks and Things That Go. Bet you didn't see that one coming. This is the must-have for anybody with somebody in the house who's under the age of 20. This follows the adventures of a family, the Pig family, as they head on a picnic. But even better than the beautiful illustrations and the Pig family is this guy right here, Mr. Goldbug. You gotta find Mr. Goldbug on every page, and trust me, Mr. Goldbug hides. He hides good. Good luck. Number 9. Had to throw in a Star Wars book. This one's called Ambush at Corellia. Or Corellia, I'm actually not sure how to say it. Great story of the what's now known as Legends books. Follows Han Solo as he returns home to Corellia to discover a nefarious plot to destroy the galaxy. No surprise there, but if you're a fan of Chewbacca, Princess Leia, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, their children, Jaina, Jason, or Anakin, you're really going to like this book. It's a trilogy. Is it the best trilogy of the Legends? No. That belongs to Timothy Zahn's series about Admiral Thrawn, but this is a good one. If you like Star Wars, check it out.
Number 8.
Speaking of true stories, this is called Incidents of a Whaling Voyage, and it is the true story, actually, I'm not joking, true story of the whale that sunk a ship, and then the survivors and how they managed to make it back to civilization, essentially. There's a famous book by Herman Melville called Moby, and it follows one Captain Ahab as he hunts down a albino whale. That story is based on the true story right here. Highly recommend it if you like nonfiction. Number 7. This book is not quite nonfiction, and it's not quite fiction either. It's by one of my favorite authors. His name is Dave Eggers. I've read most of his work, enjoy all of it. What's great about this story is it recounts the journey of a Sudanese man from the time his family was brutally murdered in his home village and then fleeing to the United States and seeking asylum here. It's a really interesting story, and it gives a great perspective in what it means to be in America without actually understanding sort of all the things that make America America. And also it's a heart-wrenching tale about a young boy trying to survive. Number 6. This book is fantasy. It's realistic fiction, if realistic fiction in the 40s is your thing. And it is also science fiction. And it's a pretty incredible blend of all three. It takes 3 different stories across, fantasy, realistic fiction, and science fiction, ties them all together. And plus, there's an app for your phone to go with it. So, that's cool. It's called Arcadia. It's by Ian Pears. Book number 5 by Brandon Sanderson. He's a pretty prolific fantasy writer. Should George R.R. Martin not make it and finish the Game of Thrones books, this guy's going to take over. But this book is 100% school appropriate and unrelated to Game of Thrones. Remember that. It's called Way of the Kings. It follows a young man named Dalinar who discovers that he has the power to pull power out of sort of the stones that people use to trade and buy things with. And he sets out to save not only his life, but those of the downtrodden around him. And along the way, some pretty incredible action takes place. So if you're looking for a fantasy adventure that's not about dragons or knights with swords or sort of stereotypical magic, this is a great read. Every book is this big, and there's at least 3 of them right now, so that'll keep you busy for a while. Book about the goat, stands for greatest of all time, in case you weren't sure. Michael Jordan. That's right, I said it. Michael Jordan. GOAT. This actually follows Michael Jordan when he stopped playing basketball. He retired in the end of the 1993 season after winning 3 championships in a row, 3 in a row without losing any. And he quit basketball essentially and started playing baseball. And it's a pretty insightful look at, the most amazing athlete on the planet at the time and what he went through in trying to start a whole new career after the death of his father. So if you're looking for a sports read, this is a good one. Book number 3 is a book that we did with some families and students last year. It's called Between the World and Me by Ta-Nehisi Coates. And it's like a letter to his son. And it just recounts what it means to grow up black in America and what it's meant to him and what he hopes it means for his son. It's a pretty powerful read, and it's nonfiction. So if you're looking for something that's both insightful and inspiring and heart-wrenching, this would be your story. Okay, number 2, The Zombie Survival Guide. How to Survive the Zombie Apocalypse. I'm not saying anything by making this my number 2 pick, but it's a good one. Any home should have it, just in case there is a zombie apocalypse. But, this author does a great job of taking society and poking holes in it while actually talking about how to survive a zombie apocalypse. It's funny, and it's got cool illustrations, and like I've talked about, it takes a critical eye on society. So it's a good read. Check it out. Lastly, number 1. This is my original copy of Ender's Game from 6th grade. I would say that there was a probably 10-year span in my life when I read this book every year. I'm admitting that out loud. It's a story of one Ender Wiggin. He's the 3rd child when families are only allowed to have 2, and he's sent to battle school because he's got the potential to save the world from an alien invasion. Coincidentally, they made a movie with my favorite actor, Harrison Ford, but like all books, it's way better than the movie. Science fiction, and it's kind of a cool story of a kid growing up while also learning how to save the world. And that's Teacher Rob Scotlan's top 10 books he has at home, in case you're looking for something to read. Alright, I'll be seeing everybody soon, hopefully. Take care. Am I right, Clay? Am I right? No, Clay. Really miss you this year, buddy.